Hello and welcome to Knobcat Games Dungeons of the Obelisk podcast. I'm your host, Joe Sleppy. I'm Executive Prime at Knobcat Games. And if this is your first time tuning into the podcast, this is an audio devlog where we get together every 2 weeks and we chat about the progress of our game, Dungeons of the Obelisk, which is a 2D turn-based dungeon crawling loot grinding adventure. And I'm joined today by our Animancer, Nikadir.
Hello.
And a new addition to the team, our new universe architect, Josh Otterman.
Hello, good to meet you.
And I guess this is gonna be less of a going through the recent changes, and we're gonna maybe just talk to Josh about what he's gonna be doing here, and kind of freewheel it. Do you want to introduce yourself to everyone, Josh?
Sure. Yeah, I could do that. So my name is Joshua Otterman. I am a game developer. I've been doing game development for a little over a year now. I'm 33 years old. I've got a wife and 2 kids, 2 boys, and been working on this one project called Alchemon for about a year, and been really enjoying doing that and learning about game development. I wasn't always a game developer. When I graduated from high school, I decided to be a creative writing major. Did that, and then worked at a potato salad factory for 4 years after that, which was not what I was hoping to do with my creative writing degree, but, you do what you gotta do. And then, I actually decided that I thought I wanted to be a pastor for a little while, so I went to seminary for 6 years, finished that, realized that was not what I was supposed to do, and then I went into a programming boot camp and became a game developer, and have been super blessed and lucky to be able to actually be working in the game development field. So I'm very happy about that, and really happy to be able to work on projects like this one.
Yeah, and it's awesome to have you. I'm glad that you're so excited about getting our servers set up.
Yes.
That's something that we've been looking forward to for a while. I think it's going to be that first time I log in and I can see like Nika's character standing there and talk to her. I'm going to lose my mind.
Yeah, I'm really excited to help you guys get that set up. I kind of see myself as a support character in most of areas of my life, and so I feel like working on the back end and the servers is basically just me casting cool spells that let you guys do cool things.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's a great way to look at it, like a support character.
Yeah.
So what am I? I guess I'm DPS or something, huh?
Are you? I don't know. Yeah. I believe you. Or are you the tank?
I don't know. I don't know how far this analogy can go.
So, I've been happy kind of nerding out about back-end systems and databases and servers and stuff like that for the last week and a half since you brought me on the team. So I'm quite excited about it, and I end up spending a decent amount of the time as I'm falling asleep at night thinking about how can we get this stuff working.
That's awesome. I think about this game nonstop. That's my I love to get on this podcast and talk about it and have our meetings and talk about it and bug Nika on Discord about it. So it's awesome. Everybody on the team is so excited about it. I say this quite often, but I think that's what's going to make this game so successful is, we all just want to make it and play it and enjoy it. And, you're new to the team, but I still feel like we're just a bunch of friends making a game. It doesn't feel like a business or a company or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When I first met you, I definitely was really excited just because of the dynamic that you led off the interview with, and just being able to kind of be casual, but at the same time really focused on getting this passion project actually up and running.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. It's been exciting. I usually say this at the beginning, but I think we're at 16 months of development, since we officially started and I got the LLC and everything. So
it's like roughly like a year and a half at this point, right?
Yeah, because we started in July of 21.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, like I was saying in the Discord, I posted it. Nobody said anything, but it's been like 1 year. It showed up in my memories, the first GIF of the glub moving around.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. That's right. I think I saw that, but it was like, I guess it was just a screenshot from Facebook, right?
It was what I had saved on my phone. That's why I saw it, that it was a year. So it might have been a couple days off, because maybe sometimes you send stuff and then I'll grab it off Discord for a post or something a day or two later, but it's pretty close.
Yeah, you're usually pretty quick about it, so it's probably around the time. Wow.
Yeah, because I think you animated the character first, the player character, and then went on to the glub. So it wasn't the first thing we did, but it was the first mob.
Yeah, I think when I animated the character, we didn't even really have the character finished yet. We just kind of had a placeholder, and we animated that and rigged it up, and then I think the glub might have been that first mob we did after that. I remember
when you were first animating the character and we were talking about it, and I remember having not a fight, but I don't know what the word would be. I was saying he doesn't have to have elbows and knees.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? I was you're going too hard on this.
Well, that was the thing, because I was oh my goodness, I'm doing animation on a real game, and I was pressuring myself like crazy, and then you were no, that's too much, we need to step back a little. I was oh, okay.
Yeah, the thing with the player characters, they change clothes so often that if you have their legs bending or their elbows and stuff, then it can warp, if we have different armors and stuff. So we had that discussion. I always remember that. I remember right where I was at my day job and typing in Discord about that.
Nah, but that was a really good learning experience too, because I do tend to go I kind of overshot what I thought the quality needed to be. I mean, I had way too many joints and I had too much deformation going on, but now it's pretty consistent. We did one revision since we started, and I want to say it's mostly there. I need to take some notes if I see anything else, but I wasn't really noticing any problems last time I was playing with it animation-wise.
Yeah, and the mobs look so good. You finished animating our newest mob, which is Mo.
Oh yeah,
it's the mob based on a mosquito for the swamp breach. And you posted those in our Discord. You haven't posted them anywhere public yet, have you?
No, I haven't shared them even to the Instagram yet, so that'll probably be the next thing I do.
I'd say by the time this is out, we'll have posted that. You could put it in the public Discord first, I think.
Oh, for sure. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. I should honestly post cross-post to there more often with the Instagram stuff, maybe.
Yeah, we want to keep our Discord active if we can. I am planning on, I've been saying, I know what happened, I say that I'm gonna do a new video, and then I say it for 4 weeks in a row until I finally get it done. But I think I'm actually gonna do that this weekend. Get a new gameplay video up with all the new changes and stuff. But yeah, anyways, how'd the Mo go?
It was a lot of fun. Initially, just trying to figure out how to make the wings flap was my first task, because I was okay, it's a bug, it's different than that bat mob we did a while back. And so I was it needs to look like it's moving really fast, and needs to kind of skitter around, kind of bug-like. So I tried to make its movements very fast and snappy. And I'm pretty happy with how it came out. The rig was a little challenging because even the rat is vaguely humanoid, because it has 4 limbs and whatnot, but this shape for the mosquito was very unique, so kind of having to figure out how to make the bones line up right without causing weird deformation was kind of fun. Little bit of a challenge, but not too bad.
So I feel It looks so good. I feel like you were like outside, like looking at real mosquitoes and like what do they call it? Like method acting. You're like method animating.
You're not far off. I mean, sometimes I will literally like be like, how does this thing move? And then I'll type into YouTube like footage of this thing running, and then if I can find anything, I'll study it. And I've been watching the animations for the Pokemon Stadium games a lot lately for inspiration. Like just finding compilations on YouTube and just seeing how the characters move and interact and stuff. 'Cause it's pretty simple because they have to do like a bunch at once, but they still have to add enough personality to make them unique. So
and they do have that kind of like disappearing when they faint or whatever as well.
Yeah, like they kind of, they retreat into their Pokeballs, and then with us, they kind of just like shrink away, but it's pretty similar.
I'm looking at the animations right now, and yeah, they look really, really good.
Oh, thanks. I didn't know if didn't know if I'd get them done last night, but I kind of got like a creative burst, and I was like, well, if I'm already here working on it, let's finish it up, and I knocked out the last few, so...
yeah, get it done, get that money.
For sure. Also, on the topic of things I've been doing, our Instagram just hit 800 followers last night. So
wait, 800? Are you kidding me?
No, so any of y'all listening, thank you so much. Yeah, no, I was looking at last night, and it was like in the high 700s, and I was like, wouldn't it be crazy if it was 800 by tomorrow, and then it hit 800 last night, and I was like, oh my gosh.
I hope like at least 10% of those are like real people that actually actually check us out.
Some of them, like, I've had some like cool interactions with like other game devs and stuff, but like I don't know what that's going to translate into player wise, so it will be interesting to see. I had one person who seemed really interested in our game, but they were, I think they were Ukrainian or something. I need to put it into like Google Translate, and I was like, oh, it's cool this person found our game somehow.
Yeah, oh man, like translating the game into other languages, I don't think we're going to be able to do that right at the start, but I think we said this last podcast, you guys weren't there, but I try really hard to make sure like I have like a couple rules that I make TJ follow when he's putting like text in the game, and it's like no abbreviations, so if someone doesn't have English as their first language, they can actually Google or look up that word and see what it means, and like, so no abbreviations and like proper capitalization and all that kind of stuff, so hopefully it's not too bad. A lot of people know English as a second language.
For sure.
That's really good forethought to do that ahead of time.
Yeah. I was saying this on the last podcast too. Maybe you guys can help me think of the word, but like it gives our game like a specific vibe that like, everything's, proper like text and formatted like a certain way and stuff. And I think it just really adds to the feel of it. Like when you're playing, like everybody's gonna call it speed, but it's dexterity. So it always says dexterity in the game. But like, everybody's gonna have their like slang for it and stuff, but like the game is really like proper and strict on like the terminology and how we word things.
Yeah, very cohesive, it sounds like. I mean, it definitely gives it more depth, I think, when everything's consistent and seems to have that level of forethought to it, to borrow that phrase.
Yeah, did either of you get a chance to play the new build that TJ put up on Thursday?
Not yet, no.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I haven't had the chance to actually play it yet, but I'm going to do that probably tonight or tomorrow.
Right on. We should have recorded later then so we could actually talk about it. That's trying to think of what else got in the game. Oh, the one thing you'll notice is the breach is kind of there, but it's messed up and you can't actually play it yet. That's one of the bigger things, but he started working on that breach that Mo is going to be a mob in. So that's one of the more exciting ones.
Yeah, Yeah, for sure. Like, we've mostly just been showing off the sewer location so far, so that breach is really exciting.
Yeah, he added the jeweler that makes you the astrolabes so you can navigate your way in the breach. So now you can actually get astrolabes in the game instead of it just always saying 0 at the top. I guess we can do a shorter podcast because I feel like I've run out of things to actually actual topics that we haven't already discussed.
Is this our? Is this going to be like our last one for the year technically, or?
No, we're gonna do the beginning of next month as well.
Cool.
So we'll do like the same thing next month, like the first week or whatever it ends up being, and then we'll record 2 so we don't have to like record on Christmas.
By then I'll have some like actual work done and not just like the planning stages for the back end stuff too, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah, like, so we talked about it a little bit before, but maybe for the listeners we can bring back the "What are you working on right now" segment. What's your next step or your first step, Josh, for like getting a server? Because like I don't know anything about it, so I assume it's probably interesting to the listeners as well.
Sure. So the service I've been looking at is called Playflow. It's a Unity engine specific service that basically lets you. Actually, I think you might be able to use it with other things besides Unity. I don't want to pigeonhole them accidentally, but it's basically like the service that allows you to purchase servers and potentially even like purchase a plan to scale and start up servers as needed with your game build in it. And the nice thing about them is they have a free tier so that we can use that while we're doing development to be able to test things out and just make sure that everything with the server and the client is, hooking up correctly and everything's working with the logic. So that's basically my goal, is to get that figured out between like how the server's going to handle doing all of the logic that needs to stay up there so that cheating can't happen, but also have the client like direct and communicate what it wants the server to do for it, so that it can do that and then send back the information and sync different things. Like there's like syncing the animations for instance across during the town, so that like everybody's animations for their characters and their movements will be visible to anybody who's playing in that town. So that's going to be one of the first things that I'll be diving into here. And then the other thing that I am really excited to work on is getting the chat system up and running, because that's kind of a new thing for me, but I have a plan as to how to implement it, and I'm really excited to get that going.
That's going to be exciting. I haven't actually thought much about the UI of the chat in game. So I don't know. I guess we'll probably have like some windows or something. I guess there might be a world chat that's just in one of the corners.
Sure.
I'm not sure. We'll have to think about that one, I guess, but see what our options are.
Yeah, and like as far as like my job for setting it up, it should be able to work with whatever kind of UI design that you guys would like to make.
Yeah, it would be cool to have like tabs or something that can open and close so you can talk to different people and close the world chat if you want and that kind of thing.
Yeah, I think that stuff like that should be definitely possible.
Yeah, I always feel like world chat is really toxic, so that might be. I'll have to test it out. I'll get on there and complain about stuff.
Sure. and then I'll block you, and then
we'll see if it works.
Yep.
Yeah. So what are you thinking about working on next, Nika?
Well, I've got that animation to-do list, and we just finished Mo. So I guess it's just a matter of like what we need done, like if there's anything that needs to be prioritized sooner than later. Otherwise, I'll probably just start on the next mob. Let me pull up that list real quick.
Yeah. I'd say we knock out all the mobs for the breach. That way we can actually have that animated and working. And then we'll get into other aspects of the game that need it but aren't quite as critical.
For sure.
I know the frog mob is going to use the same animation, hopefully, as the toad pet. or companion. So like you'll have to do those at the same time. And we actually have the Pipsqueak, the mouse companion. So hopefully you can just go back and throw the puke rat animations onto that new design from Ben.
And oh my god, that was such a cute design. I really liked the companion rat. Goodness, I guess I could. Looking at the list, I see we have the Sneck enemy coming up.
Oh yeah, Sneck.
I guess I could do that one next, maybe. Or really
any
of
that
these.
One's gonna be wild, I think, with all the, like, I can't wait to see what you do with a snake.
Yeah, that's just gonna be like a big, wild noodle I get to animate. I'm looking forward to it. That's gonna be really fun. Although, honestly, all of these look pretty fun. I'm excited to see, like we were saying with the companions, like, getting to the point where they're animating too is going to be really cool.
Yeah, and following you around in the dungeon. That's going to be so good.
It's such a simple feature, having, like, another character or another companion creature, like, following you around, but it never fails to make, like, whatever game I'm playing that much better. I love it. I love, like, playing, like, Final Fantasy, like, 14, the bit I've played of it, and, like, running around with, like, these weird little critters and stuff is always cool. I think I had something that, like, looked like a little fennec or something. I can't remember what that was called.
Is it Carbuncle? I love Final Fantasy 14.
I think it was Carbuncle, yeah. See, what happened is I was playing the free version with one of my partners for the longest time, and then I bought a month of it, and then once that month ended, I found out you can't go back to the free version. And I'm like, I gotta pay more for it, so I haven't played it in a long time, but I liked what I played. It was really fun.
Yeah, that's basically the same for me. Every once in a while, I go back and I play for a month, but then I realize I'm not playing enough to be paying for it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's definitely a feature I'm looking forward to, and looking forward to, like, seeing the animations for it. I'm also, like, I don't want to jump to the frog character just yet, because I know that's probably going to be a little further down, but it's going to be fun seeing the companion frog jumping around, so I'm excited to do those animations when I do. But yeah, all in good time.
Yeah, it's going to be good. We also have, I think there's also Snappington, is the turtle mob as well.
Are we going to have a turtle companion as well?
Well, the plan is, like, after launch, depending on how fast Ben can draw stuff and how much money the game makes, once we start, that's going to determine a lot of what we can develop. If we don't make any money and then I'm out of money, then the game might have some trouble, but I don't think that's going to happen. But, depending. Anyways, long story short, I'm hoping that every 2 weeks we can introduce either a new companion or a new artifact and, like, kind of swap between the two. Nice. So each month you get, like, a new one, new set or something. I have lots of designs for companions and artifacts. One of the ones I'm really excited about, there's two that I really can't wait to do, but I also want to wait to do them because I want them to, get launched into, like, a game where they can be good, so, like, there's one that's gonna be a cat named Jeremy, and then there's also the possum one that I want to do that's gonna be named Lazarus.
Nice. We need a possum in the game for sure.
That was the one I told you where he's gonna have, like, different modes where each turn he decides what he's gonna do, and he's either gonna, like, play dead, scream, or I can't remember what the third one is. I gotta look it up. Okay, so he's gonna have 3 modes. The first one's playing dead, that increases your crit chance. Then he's gonna have looking cute, which increases your mana regenerate, and then he's gonna have rowdy screaming that increases your double attack.
Nice.
So he swaps around, like, his 3 modes each turn or something like that. Obviously we'll have to test it and see what works, but that's the plan.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I guess if either of you have anything else we want to talk about, otherwise I'm going to wrap this up.
I I guess I'm pretty good. Yeah.
Put you on the spot like that.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, I can't think of anything either.
All right. Well, in that case, thank you for listening to this episode. If you've made it to the end of this episode and you're not in our Discord somehow, you got to go to knobcat.com, find the link to the Discord, and come in and join us. Talk to us, ask us questions, give us things you want to hear or don't want to hear on the podcast. We also have a Twitter, which has nowhere near as many followers as our Instagram that Nika runs. Not to date this podcast, but Twitter's going down the hole, I think. But
yeah.
Anyways, you can follow us there. They're both at Dungeons Obelisk. And I guess we'll see you all in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.